Hello, we are going to do a core yoga workout. So let's start by coming in to the back, lying down on your back, and just keep the knees pointing up. Take your hands on your belly and take a few deep breaths here. Feel the hands expand when you breathe in, and then let them collapse when you breathe out. And then place the hands on your hip bones and the thumbs on your lower belly. And just try to tuck in the core and to feel the muscles on your core. So you do this by making sure you pull the navel in and that your low back is on the ground. The whole spine is on the ground. We just start to feel the core muscles. And from here we are going to come up with the head so that the shoulder blades are away from the mat. And we are just going to stay here. So the shoulders are relaxed. We tuck in the neck. The elbows are not pointing to the sides, but pointing to the front. So a little bit closing the elbows. And we just start to feel, firstly, to draw the navel in and feel Mula Bandha. So the pelvic lock. Then Uddiyana Bandha, the navel lock, and the chin lock. So we tuck the chin in. So feeling those bandhas, just stay here, don't move, but make sure that your core is getting a bit of fire and heat. And then release. Lie down on the mat. And from here we are going to lift up again, and this time we can also lift the shin bones so that they are parallel to the ground. And we just stay here. So feel the core, tuck the navel in. And now we are going to extend one leg, pointing it to the ground and then changing. Extend the other leg. Find your breath here. Don't forget that your low back stays on the ground. And we do 2 more on each side. And then release. Hug the knees in. Rest here. And we do this one more time. So lift the elbows and then lift the shin bones and extend one leg at a time. You can also keep the legs a bit more up, so don't extend down. This will make it a bit easier so that they are diagonal. Two more on each side. And then release. Keeping your knees pointing up. We are now going to come to bridge pose, but a very special bridge pose. So we are coming up very slowly, each vertebra at a time. We start from the low back. First of all, we feel the muscles of the core place the hands on the ground and then start to tuck in the navel and lift from the base of the spine, each vertebra at a time, until you come up, and then slowly go all the way down the same way from the top of your spine to the bottom, but very slowly, feeling your core. So you don't need to go all the way up. You just need to feel the core muscles on fire. And we do this one more time, very slowly. Breathe in, lift up. And breathe out, come back down. Hug your knees in. Wiggle to one side and to the other one. And then just put one foot on the ground and extend the other leg. Keeping your hands behind your thigh, just to stretch the hamstring a bit. Flexing the toes. And we change legs. So extend the other leg to the top, pointing your heel to the sky. And then release. And now we are going to lift both feet up. Don't worry if your knees are kept bent. If your hamstrings are not open enough, that's fine. You can keep the knees a little bit bent. If you can straighten the legs, it's all good as well. So then lift up your hands and then slowly try to come so that you touch your toes with your fingers, and then slowly come down. Come up again slowly. With the exhalation, come down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. And then release. And from here we are going to rotate. Come up on our 4 legs. First of all, spread your fingers on the mat. Make sure you have a nice 4-legged position. And then come on your toes. The spine is straight. You are looking down in between your palms. And then you lift the knees up. Just a tiny bit off the mat. Come back down. Lift one more time. So it's just a few centimeters off the ground. Come back down. And one last time. Keep the core engaged. And come back down. And from here, we are going to come to plank pose. So extend both legs. Make sure you are in a very straight line. And now take one leg up. Come with your right knee to the right elbow. Extend it up. Right knee to the left elbow. Extend it up. And come down. And we change sides. The left leg up. Left knee to left elbow. Up. Left knee, right elbow. Up. And release. A short break. Come down on your heels. And we do this one more time. We come to plank pose. Right leg up. Right side, left side, up. Left leg up. Left side, right side, and up. And from here, we are going to come to a side plank. So drop your knees a little bit. Place the left arm in the middle, and come to your side plank on the left side. Keeping the hips up, and we change sides. Put the right hand down and come to your side plank on the other side. Come back down to your plank pose for 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees. And now we are going to come to forearm plank. So make sure your elbows are just below your shoulders. And then extend the legs. Stay here. Make sure you are in a straight line. And we come to side forearm plank on the left side. So take your right arm up, rotate to the right. And then we change sides. Rotate to the left. Left arm up. Smile here. Come back down to your forearm plank in the middle, keeping the core engaged. And then drop your knees down if you need a small break. If you don't, you can straightly come to a dolphin pose. So try to walk your heels closer to the front so that you are in dolphin pose. Looking down. You can bend the knees. Make sure your spine is in a straight line. So this is like a downward facing dog, but on our elbows. Slowly release. Come on your heels and have a short rest. And from here, we are going to come to four-legged to downward facing dog. And then we are extending the right leg up and come to warrior one. With your right foot to the front of the mat. Stay on your toes. Extend the arms up, a strong core, a strong body here for warrior one. And then we change sides, come back through plank, downward facing dog, extending the left leg up, coming to warrior one on the left side, on your toes with the back foot. Come back down. And we do one more side plank on each side. First on the left, and then on the right. Come back to your plank and stay here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release the knees and come to a child's pose. Take a few deep breaths here, letting your belly expand. You can open your knees wider and let the belly sink in between. And then slowly come up. And before we finish, we come to our last pose for strengthening the core muscles, boat pose. What is a core workout without any boat pose? So come on your sit bones, make sure your back is straight, extend the arms, shin bones parallel to the ground, and smile. If you want to make it harder, then just extend the legs in a straight line. And we stay wherever you are for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just release back on the ground. You can keep your knees together, hands on your belly. And we just take the last minute here to reflect and feel the core muscles that we used. Just try to relax and calm down. We generated a lot of fire around the core. So just observe your breath right now, whatever it is, however fast or slow it might be. Just observe it. And then try to calm it down. And we take the last 5 breaths here. And then slowly come up to seated where we started. So this was a short practice, but we really fired up the core muscles around the belly, all the muscles that we use usually to keep our back in a straight position all the time, not only in yoga, but in daily life. So it's really important to work on your core muscles. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon again.